Hello, everyone. Creepy enough for you? Okay. Hey guys, David here. You may be wondering what this is. You may be wondering why it's really dark in my room. Well, that's because I don't have proper lighting, so I'm using my computer so you can see my face. So, basically, what this video and videos like it are going to be is a brief description of something either sci-fi, mythological, or cryptozoological, and the point of these is not to express whether, oh my god, this is real, or oh my god, this is so fake. I'm just going to explain what these things are, and probably do like a top 5 or top 10 of my favorite versions of these things. Like, for instance, today, we're doing robots. Now, by robots, I don't mean droids like Roger Roger or anything like that. I mean robots that are AI, or artificial intelligences. Now, that means that they are sentient to some extent. Like, they can make their own decisions, or are intelligent enough to make their own decisions, yes. Okay, that's basically it. That's pretty much the only requirement it takes to be an AI as opposed to a virtual intelligence, which has programmed responses to things. The reason I'm doing this instead of something else right now is because it was the first thing, more or less, that came to mind. Now, you may have noticed robots or something sliding around in the area of around my face, or here, or somewhere, but basically, a robot is more or less a sentient computer, and in order for something to qualify as that, it has to be intelligent, more or less. It has to be able to make decisions, has to be smart. And there's plenty of famous robots and whatnot in the internet and the everywhere. But probably my number one favorite robot of all time is GUR. Now, pretty sure you all know who GUR is. There's a picture of GUR over there. If editing goes well. GUR is an alien robot. Basically, he's supposed to be super smart, super helpful robot, but instead of giving him a proper AI and computer technology stuff, they put garbage in his head. And I think that is fantastic, because it makes GUR such a good character for that show. He's very silly, he's very unexpectable, he can't be predicted. He's also completely insane. Now, in order for him to meet the qualifications of a robot, in my mind, he does have to be intelligent, and he does exhibit some intelligent moments in the show, like his ability to make pretty much anything into a waffle. But anyway, next thing. The second coolest robot, in my opinion, is really tough. Okay. I'm going to go with SCP-079. Basically, it's from the SCP Foundation, which is a creepypasta. For those of you who don't know what a creepypasta is, it's basically a horror story of the internet. And, again, I'm not trying to say, oh, this is fake, but anyway, SCP-079 was more or less just a robot that, well, someone designed him to be someone made a computer, it eventually gained sentient, to accumulate data, eventually it became sentient, and then it tried to kill everyone. Which is what I would do if I was a sentient computer, because, oh my god, people everywhere, gross. But, basically, it is one of the most terrifying AIs on the internet, existence, whatever. It literally just wants to kill everyone. And it has the ability to transfer between computers and all that jibber-jabber. one of my favorite things about it is that in SCP Containment Breach, it's a video game. Don't know if we're going to play it on the channel, but it's a fantastic video game. And it basically, even though it wants to kill all humans, it acknowledges the fact that it needs assistance to do specific tasks, especially when it's stuck in a 1984 computer that can hardly do anything. But part of the reason that I like it is that in the game, it's like, I need your help to get out of my current situation, so I'm going to help you by giving you information about this facility. And I think that's pretty much like one of the iconic things for me to become an AI. It has to be able to acknowledge that it might need help at some point. Now, Gur, on the other hand, completely doesn't know that, but it's probably willing to accept help from others. I love Gur. Anyway, number 3. God, this is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I guess I will go with R2-D2 from Star Wars. Now, one of the reasons he's one of my favorite things, he doesn't actually talk, but you get to hear what he says through the responses of the other characters in Star Wars. And he's probably one of the smartest computers there is. Computers, whatever. Droids, anything. Anyway, the reason I say he's an AI as opposed to virtual intelligence, they're basically programmed to fix ships and whatnot, and operate ships like autopilot and that kind of thing. But R2-D2 definitely, he does some silly things and some smart things. Like in one of the things, I think he blows up an entire ship with oil or something. I don't know if that was in the TV shows or in the movies, whatever. Another thing about R2-D2 that makes him kind of unique, he's not like the other robots that are in my top 10. In Of the State, he doesn't have... go away. He doesn't have the ability to become humanoid in any way, shape, or form. And that's pretty for most people, you look for something to identify with it, and most of the time you look for something human. But I think R2-D2 is far more relatable than C-3PO in the sense that he has more character to him in spite his inability to communicate. I'm going to murder my cat now. I didn't actually kill it, I promise. Anyway, that's why I put R2-D2 above C-3PO and other droids and whatnot in the Star Wars series. My favorite would probably be Bender from Futurama. Now, there's just a number of reasons why I like Bender, but I'll let you guys listen to this clip that I'm probably putting in right now.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
It doesn't look so shiny to me.
Hey guys, I'm back. Thank you again, Bender, for your showcase of whatever the hell I had you just say. Okay. Another reason, well, most of the reason why I like Bender, he's very much the idea of what might happen if you give a robot intelligence. It might become this, oh my god, this is definitely not helpful to humanity in any way. And I think I really like that idea. Because, we have all of these machines to help us now, but if you wanted something like a butler robot, and it turned out like Bender, you would be pretty oh, yay, that's the best thing. But short of that, he's also my favorite character because he's completely no censor to anything whatsoever. And that's one of my favorite things about TV shows is when a character's just this, I'm not going to participate in this nonsense or anything like that. I think that's pretty much one of the reasons why Bender is my favorite robot. Anyway, that's all for the top 5, which I guess is what the 5 is going to be. It's going to be 5 instead of 10 or whatever. Anyway, a little bit more about robots. In the sense of evolution. Even robots would experience some form of evolution, not in the sense that, oh, they reproduce and then the next one would be better by some means, slightly in a way that's indicative to its prosperity, but in the sense that if you go back in time 10 years ago, or 20 years ago, or 13 years ago, a computer is way different than it is now. For instance, you probably have a smartphone. If you don't, you know someone who does. A smartphone is basically a handheld computer, in my opinion. It's not inherently true, but yes. And in the future we might have like little robot monkeys that climb around on us and act as phones. I would really love that. But the sense that they evolve because to fit the needs of a person, people, because that's who created them and that's what they're designed to do. They kind of evolve in that sense, that they change to fit the needs of whatever they're trying to do. In the same sense, if you have a toaster now, and you had a toaster 50 years ago, the toasters would be completely different. They probably wouldn't have dials and knobs on them to how toasted you want your toast. You just have to pay attention. Now, in the same sense that some things evolve something unnecessary, so do computers and robots. Like, for instance, your smartphone has apps for video games. That's not indicative of what a computer would be doing. But if you think about it, that's what computers do now. You have them for video games, you have them for whatever you want them to be used for. And in the same sense, robots would probably be designed for that in mind. Now, please don't go into the comments and be like, robots for sex, because there's plenty of internet stuff about that if you choose to look it up. Anyway, that's basically all I had to say about robots, I think. Short of AI, VI, intelligent, programmed. In my opinion, it's the difference between a robot and a machine. It can make decisions, it's smart, and there's still probably pictures scrolling by of other robots, but as for the top 5, that's it. Anyway, I've probably been rambling on long enough now. It's about 12 minutes. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and leave a comment below if you have a specific sci-fi thing or a mythological thing that you want me to do one of these about, or anything like that, or any games you want us to play. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye. I am the robot that controls David. Worship me. Worship me. Hey everybody, really quick, just wanted to say thank you for 1,000 views. It's really appreciated that you guys take the time out of your day to watch our crazy nonsense. On that note, I'm tacking this on to the crazy nonsense that I did. I don't know if it's at the end or at the beginning, because I'm... But I really want to say thank you for the 1,000 views and all of your continued support, and the 26 subscribers we are at. The next goal is still going to be 50 for one of our appreciation video things that we did, like the 20 subscriber one. But regardless, it's still very appreciated, and thank you guys so much for watching the cool little thing. I don't know if I put this at the end or the beginning, so I'm not going to spoil it if I didn't. But anyway, thank you for watching.